Hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Kripal from IAEC Consultants. After the last session which we did, got some feedback from some of the parents of our students. They said that most of the time when we are doing these live sessions or any Zoom sessions, mostly we talk about postgraduate students and not about undergraduate students. So, sir, just would like to tell you that the point has been taken, and going forward we will also cover undergraduate students perspective when we discuss about any overseas education for any country. Since we are talking about UK, would like to take a minute and just tell you, if in case you are a student or a parent of a student who is willing or who is thinking of going to UK for your undergraduate studies, in that case you need to understand few things. That undergraduate education in UK is for 3 years. It's the tuition fees on average will be 12,000 to 15,000 pounds a year. A student who has a gap of more than 2 years after their intermediate are not accepted as of now from UK universities. However, people who have passed out in late 18 or 19 are still eligible to go ahead and apply for September intake, because universities are giving certain exemptions due to this COVID at the time lapse which has gone now. Because of this, 1.5 year has been almost gone now due to COVID, because of which students overseas education plan has been derailed. So universities are still accepting students right now. But people, especially for undergraduate who completed their studies in 18 and 19, probably this is the last time for them to apply for UK. Otherwise, they will not be able to make it to UK, because the rule clearly says that a gap of more than 2 years will not be accepted after your intermediate, in case you are looking to go ahead and study undergraduate studies in UK. That's about undergraduate. Last time when we did a session about UK and why do we feel that this is the best time to go and study in UK, we said, we covered a lot of aspects about it, why do we feel, but one important aspect, which a lot of people, like I said, there were myths going around that there is not enough post-study settlement opportunity for students who are going to study in UK. So now, like I said in the last session, there is already a point-based system which has been put in place from 1st of January 2021. So if a student reads it carefully and understand what do they need to do in case they want to settle in UK post completing of their studies, post study work permit, the common factor in all that is that you need to have a job offer in hand. So having a job offer in your hand from UK will become slightly difficult, and it is very important. That is where the course selection comes into the picture. If you choose a very generic kind of a program like say BCom people, mostly they choose international management, business management. In some cases they will go for MBA, which is a very generic program and not a very specialized program. Versus a person who is going for specialized program find it easy to secure a job. Hence, see, when you are going for a generic program, you are competing with at least thousands or lakhs of more people who are going for those generic kind of program. Hence, you find it difficult actually to secure a job, which in turn will lead you not having a PR or a permanent settlement option in UK. Hence, we suggest that, we thought, okay, a lot of students are committing the same mistake, so we thought we'll do our bit and we will try to explain you as in how will a specialized course help you, or for that matter, if you are from a certain stream, what are the unconventional programs which you can take up apart from the normal conventional program which most of the students choose when they want to go and study anywhere in the world. So for example, the most common set of students which we get here in our region are the students who are from IT or computer science background, and inevitably most of the time I see them choosing same kind of program, MS in CS or MS in IT, which is not a specialized program. It is a very generic program. So what we suggest is that instead of choosing the program like computer science or IT, we are coming up with few more options which a student can take up if in case they are planning to go ahead and start their studies in UK. Programs for people from IT and CS background would be MS in Artificial Intelligence, MS in Cyber Security, Big Data Management, Cloud Computing, Forensic Science, Machine Learning, Internet of Things. There are plenty of more programs which people don't talk about or they don't choose to apply when they are planning to apply for UK. So for IT people, we suggest that these are the options which you should consider apart from the normal MS and CS program. Then the next category, which I feel are more misguided when they are planning to go abroad for higher study, especially by many agents, is that people with BCom general kind of a category. Okay, inevitably whenever I go and see, or in our office also, what we experience is that these kind of people usually go for business management, international business, MBA. So we suggest that you should explore other options also. The other options can be MS in banking and finance, supply chain and logistics management, international business law, MS in digital marketing, which is very popular these days, MS in fintech and data analysis, MS in business analytics also can be offered to those kind of students. Then there is another program which is not very popular in our region, but in other region it is doing well, is MS in brand management also. So these are the kind of programs. There are many more. It's very difficult to cover everything in this session. In case you want more options than what we have already suggested in this session, you can get in touch with any of our offices, and we will provide you more options with a similar background. Then the next set of students are BCom computers. They can apply for Internet of Things. They can also apply for artificial intelligence. They can apply for digital banking. They can apply for cyber security also. Then the other set of students which we come across are usually BTech with civil or mechanical kind of profiles. Usually, what I see is that people from civil background are the ones, who are always slightly lost. They don't know what to do. So rather than choosing MS in civil engineering, they can go for structural engineering. They can go for masters in urban planning. See, if you look at Hyderabad, or for that matter any state in India, or for that matter abroad, cities and states are expanding, and they are expanding at a very rapid pace. There are in itself, if you let's take an example of Hyderabad, itself when we travel across the city, we see at least many flyovers, metro trains coming up, new residential projects coming up, new commercial properties coming up, and slowly the state is the cities are spreading. They are expanding more and more. Don't you think we would need more and more civil engineer who will be very good with planning? There's another program which is very popular, which is, I don't think any of our students ever choose to go from this region, is Quantitative Surveying. That's a very important program which is very popular, not from India but from other parts of Asia. When you look at it, China, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, this program is very popular when it comes to that. Next is the usual people, but we get maximum, like I said, BTech computer science people. Like I said, most of the time the programs what they chose also I told you. Now, unconventional program. A lot of students these days, they come and meet us and they say they are very interested in game development. So there is a program, which is called computer gaming development, computer gaming design. These kind of people can also go for MS in animation. They can also go for network administrations. There are plenty of more programs. It's not coming to my mind at this point of time, but there are plenty of more programs which a student can think and they can take up. Next comes BTech. People who have done BTech in electricals, they can go for apart from the normal programs. There are about 5-7 programs which most of the people apply. Apart from that, there are programs like maintenance engineering, quality control, electrical power and energy systems. Then there are renewable energy. So there are plenty of more programs which we can apply for in UK. All the programs which I stated are available in the universities represented by IAEC, and they are open for September, and they are still accepting applications. The universities which are offering the programs which I just stated are Teesside University, Greenwich University, University of Central Lancashire, then there is Bedfordshire, then there is University of Liverpool, Solent University, Northumbria University in Newcastle, Kingston University, Coventry University, Leeds Beckett University, Sheffield Hallam, Surrey, Aston, Cardiff Metropolitan University, University of Sunderland. Then there are many universities in Scotland like Edinburgh, Napier. All universities have these programs. So based on your location preference and your career preference, I suggest that you choose programs which are not very common. So that will help us. The programs which are not very common. This will help us when you complete your study. So don't apply for a program thinking of getting an admit into a university or to get a visa. You should choose a program to become successful in UK. Think of long term, don't think of short term. You choose a program thinking, okay, there should not be too many questions about the program when I applying to university. It should be easy when I attend the credibility interview. When you consider these factors by selecting a university or a program, you see that inevitably you will struggle a little more as compared to someone who goes for a specialized courses. Like I begin the session by saying, when you go for specialized courses, you are beating your competition. If you are going for generic courses, there are same kind of jobs which at least thousands or lakhs of people would be running around for. So to beat the competition, choose unconventional program which will lead you to a more rewarding and a fruitful career once you complete your studies, post-study work permit, and now you are planning to settle down in UK. So that's about it. Last session which we did about why to study in UK, I'll just like to cover that a little bit more as of now. Last time when we did a few things I missed, I would say. In UK, people who are going for postgraduate studies are not required to attend the classes, and it's not mandatory for them to attend the classes. We are not advocating that you should not attend classes. We are trying to say that things are slightly conducive to students is what I'm trying to say. So people even if there are classes, the classes are maximum 10 to 15, or they have to wait for at least 6 months to 8 months for the dependent to go and join them. When it comes to Australia, the scenario of Australia, it's closed as of now and we have no clarity as to when will they open up. If the rumors to be believed, the news which we are getting is that it's a high possibility that Australia will not open their borders until 2023. So considering all those things, if you are someone who is married and want to travel together with your spouse and kid, UK is the only option for you. Then if you are someone who has got previous visa refusals, for example, US, Canada, Australia, or for that matter for any other country also, you are still free to come and apply for UK. People with previous refusals are also getting visas approved right now. So pick up the phone and call us, and or reach out to any of our office and get your profile assessed and understand, is it right for you to choose UK to go and study, or you need to look at other opportunities. Most of the, you need to, when you're applying to university, you have to think of just two things. There are two criteria what you need to meet. First is your eligibility, your academic and your language ability. Second is, are you prepared to put in those 30 hours of hard work to prepare for the interview which is conducted by the university, and simultaneously in some cases by the UKVI. What we have seen from our past experience is that people who are applying for generic kind of courses, or people who are, let's say they are from mechanical or civil and they're changing it completely and going into computer science or data analytics or business analytics kind of program, those are the people who are getting calls from the High Commission. People who are going for specialized courses based on their last education qualification or their work experience, those are not the ones who are getting calls from High Commission. Even if you get the call from High Commission or from university, see, you should not be scared. Whenever we talk about UK, most of the time people talk about interview. It's like a dreaded experience which people share most of the time. It is not at all scary, okay? If you are prepared to put in those 30 hours of hard work, it's not at all scary. What is interview? Let's try to understand interview in a little different way. Interview is just a normal discussion between two people. Assume you go to college or you started work at a new workplace, and then you see that you see someone, you meet someone, new friends you make, you want to know more about that. Let's assume it's just the same way. I want to know more about you as a student. I'll ask you some questions. Questions will not be anything out of the context. It will has to be from your profile, your study plan, your post-study plans, your financials, and your family background. Is there anything different that they will ask you? No, I have not seen them asking anything else so far apart from these things. So if you are not able to answer these questions properly, then you can't blame anybody else. You have yourself to be blamed for that at this point of time. So don't be scared of interview. What I feel right now is that going forward, interviews, credibility or the visa interview will become an integral part of university application process and also the visa process. See, you can, if there is a gap, let's try to compare this with Australia or Canada. Assuming you are a student who applied to Australia or Canada and you got your visa refused. Most of the refusal letters, when we read for Australia, they have a very generic reason, just saying that you are not a GPE compliant student, or the course which you have chosen is not in sync or not in line with what you have studied or where you have been working. Similarly, when we get a refusal for Canada, they said your proposed study program is not in line with what you have done or what you have studied so far. So just imagine if in case you are a student, okay, who really have a choppy profile, but your clarity of thoughts are that, okay, why you want to go to UK, you know how to answer all the questions. No matter how patchy your profile is, okay, everybody have the ups and downs in life, okay. Maybe due to some reasons you could not do very well academically during your studies. Does not mean that you are a bad student. You can still cover up when you start studying your masters. So some students are really good. They want that they should be given a chance. But if you apply for Australia or Canada, your visa will be purely refused based on your documents. There is no interview. So when a student comes to last intake, what happens is that some students, they got called from High Commission, UKVI. They are very scared. But what we say is that it's good. It's good that you got an interview call. Visa officer wants to know more about you. They have certain doubts which they want to clear you. In a way, you are getting an additional opportunity which you will not get if you are going for Australia or Canada. So in a way, interview is good. You can explain yourself. Your profile could be choppy, but if you have your own reasons and you can justify it, I still feel that interview is better. And we should not be scared of that. Use this as an opportunity to crack this and get your visa outcome in a positive way. That's all I'll say. Apart from this, I believe almost everything is covered now. If there are any more questions or anything else you want to ask us, reach out to any of our office. We'll be more than happy to help you. Choose wisely. When you compare in today's scenario, a student who wants to go abroad, options are very limited. US, it's almost closed for fall. Now the next availability will be spring, which will again be very competitive. Person who is willing to go to Canada cannot go now in September intake. They'll have to go for Jan 2020. That too very bleak chances, because the number of people already waiting for visas and number of people who have already applied and waiting for offer letter from last 1.5 years, because everything has been got very stagnant as of now. So looking at all the options, Australia anyways I told you will not going to open up as of now. The news which is coming is up till 2022 late or maybe 2023 beginning. So right now, considering all these scenarios, UK is the only option available for student right now. If you are married, if you have previous visa refusals, you have 8 to 10 years gap after your education, you have been working now, want to go to UK with your family, consider all those things. UK is the best option right now. It is open and quite evident. We are right now in the process of lodging visas for few students. Some students are waiting for admission outcome. So looking at everything, I suggest UK is the right choice. Again, the crux of this today's session is that choose your program wisely. Don't go for conventional program. If you go to an agency, before going to them, do some Google. Talk to people who are already there in UK, who have gone for generic courses. Try to understand their experience. Are they really doing good or they are struggling? If they are struggling, that means you don't need to take that path. At the same time, talk to some other students who have gone for specialized courses and understand their journey, their career progression path, so that if you can compare both, and then it will be easy for you to make the decision. So I believe that's it as of now for UK. We will be doing another session on Friday or on Saturday. We will let you know beforehand about Canada, things which have changed, new developments which have come up. Biometrics are open now, medicals are open now, so good news for people who are Canada-bound students. They're really good news for them. So we will come back again on Friday and Saturday, and we'll share and we'll discuss about that. I have another session planned for this week only. However, we'll communicate you, in which we will talk to some of our students who are already there in the study destinations. Some are in UK, some are in Australia. So first session we'll do it with one of our students who is in Australia. I spoke to him today in the morning and we discussed a lot. He shared his experience, how is he doing. He's doing very good in in Australia right now. He went to Swinburne, he studied data analytics, and now he's working for National Australian Bank. His wife, who was his girlfriend at that time when she was applying, Now she has also joined and she's working with PwC. So both are very well settled. I talk to them quite often. We chat, and today in the morning we had a very long call with them also. So they are more than happy. They want to. They are willingly coming forward. They want to help the students make the right decisions. They feel it would be. They feel that in a way they want to give it back to their place actually. So they want to try it. So we'll be coming back with that. We'll update you on that. As of now, that's it from our side. Thank you very much and take care. Bye.